What is up, budgeting family and friends? My name is Shirria. This is the Shirria Mac channel, where I am documenting our six-figure debt-free journey as an entrepreneurial licensed clinical social worker with my own virtual private practice, along with my husband, who is a welder. Together we have a combined income of about $130,000, and we are on a six-figure debt-free journey. We started our debt-free journey in October of 2023 with $305,884 worth of debt, and we have a goal to have that debt completely eliminated by December 31st, 2026. Now, if you're trying to do the math quickly in your head, you may be coming to terms with the fact that that goal may be a little unrealistic, but we are putting things in the works to try and make sure that we meet or exceed our goal. But even if we do not meet the goal, we will still have made progress and will be in much less debt by December 31st, 2026, if not completely debt-free by December 31st, 2026. I am documenting and sharing that journey with you guys here in the form of monthly budgets, weekly budgets, debt updates, transfer Tuesdays, and I'm planning to share net worth updates. Because I am an entrepreneur, I do also share the income that I was able to make in my private practice at the end of every month. So today's video is June week 3's budget, and without any additional delay, we will get right into it. On the screen you see my budgeting template. June week 3 started Thursday, June the 13th, and it ran to Wednesday, June the 19th. I do budget weekly from Thursday to the following Wednesday, as my husband is paid on Thursday and I am paid on Friday. The income for this week was planned at $1,750, and that was with $850 from my husband's paycheck, and he actually earned $996.22, and then $900 from my paycheck, and I actually was paid $936.67. That came to a total, or an actual income, of $1,932.89 for the third week in June. We go over to savings, and savings was planned at $195, with $50 to my high yield savings account, $50 to my husband's savings account, $10 in M1 investments, $25 into Christmas, $10 to Princeton, and $50 to my daughter. What we actually ended up saving was $50 in my high yield savings account, $50 in my husband's savings account, $10 in my M1 investment account, $50 for Christmas 2024, $18.81 in my son's college fund, and then $35.65 for my daughter, which totaled $214.46. We transition over to bills, and bills for this week were planned at $457.68, with $333 coming out for our mortgage, which is paid weekly. And $333 did actually come out. $58 on my husband's, to Cricket Wireless for my husband's cell phone, and $58 did come out. $41.63 for music and arts, and I believe that came out. I know it came out, I just don't know why it's not up here. $25.05 for Planet Fitness, and $25.05 did come out. And then again, Foremost was supposed to come out on the 20th, but we got the late notice. My husband set up automatic drafts for Foremost. I feel like he sets it up every single month, and for whatever reason he misses a step or they don't do it, and instead of it getting drafted, we get a notice that it is about to be canceled. So when he called it in this time, he had to pay $139.41. And so that is what put us over in the bills category. That brought our bills, our actual bills, to $597.09 for this week. We transition over to expenses, and expenses were planned for this week at $675, with $150 in groceries, and we only spent $107. $120 in gas, and we spent $114.35. $25 for beauty maintenance, and I spent $0. $50 for boys hair, and that was $0. $50 for toiletries, and that was $0. $50 for household, and we spent $58.01. Fast food was planned at $50, and we spent $13. Date night was planned at $25, and we did not go on a date. And then miscellaneous was planned at $80, and we spent $94.04. We did not tithe, again, because we did not go to church, and again, that is not an excuse. And then I keep saying I'm gonna put $25 into our car maintenance envelope, but I never go to the bank. So I'm gonna try to make sure I get to the bank this week. And if I do, I am going to create a short documenting that I actually did it. So that brought our actual expenses for this week to $280.47. We transitioned over to debt. Debt was planned at $473.20 with $50 on the state employees credit union credit card, which has a zero balance, $40 on my Hilton American Express. I don't know what the balance is because I have authorized users on it, but it has a $40 minimum payment. We pay $87.49. My husband's Hilton American Express has a zero balance and it has a minimum payment of $40. Sam's Club has a $29 minimum payment and that has a zero balance. And Best Buy has a $29 minimum payment and that has a zero balance. PayPal has a $35 minimum payment and I paid $36.75. We are not paying off our PayPal cards. We are paying off the interest accruing balances, and right now I don't have any. So I just pay the minimum payment. And then $250.20 was planned for our weekly car payment, and I actually paid $348.96, which actually brought our debt totals for this week to $473.20. We go over to the budgeted versus the actual, and again, that planned balance should not be there, but the income was planned at $1,750 and the actual income was $1,932.89. The income saved was planned at $195 and the actual was $214.46. The income spent was planned at $1,132.68 and the actual income was $877.56. The debt paid was planned at $473.20 and we actually paid $473.20. I don't know if what the actual rollover it was for this month. I did in the past couple of weeks start to go in and update my budget with the actual rollover for the coming week. So that did leave a planned remaining balance of negative $50.88, but we had an actual remaining balance of $367.67. Again, I don't remember if that is accurate because this was 2 weeks ago. But I do know that we were not overdrawn any this month. Or we were overdrawn the first week, but none since. So we go over to the breakdown of our income, and 13.7% of our income went towards savings, which I like to see. 38.1% of our income went towards bills. 17.9% of our income went towards expenses, and 30.2% of our income went towards debt. Now, if we go down to expenses, you know that I am over, or I was over in categories household and miscellaneous. So we go down to review our spending, and I won't go over every transaction, of course, but if you do want to see regular what I spend in a day, which records the transactions that I make during the week, then make sure you're following me over on my TikTok, Shirria in Debt. Miscellaneous transactions included a graduation gift for my younger cousin, a Target purchase in the amount of $19.04, household expenses at $58.01. I must have just went over in household expenses, or I was paying because I do put my household. When I shop for my household expenses typically are things like tissue, paper towels, laundry detergent, things like that. And when I buy that in bulk from Sam's Club, and I use my Sam's Club card. So this may have been a balance that was left on the Sam's Club card that I paid off since I don't actually have any documentation of the transaction. Another miscellaneous expense was $50 in a Sam's Club membership fee. So that explains the miscellaneous, and those are all of our transactions, and that is it for June week 3's budget. I think I'm getting better. I think I'm getting better, first of all. And I keep talking about things that I want to be more intentional about doing, and I'm also noticing things that I would like to see differently when I am editing my YouTube videos. So I'm trying to align the the things that I noticed on the back end, on the front end. But that is it for June week 3's budget. Be sure to come back for June week 4's budget. I think it's pretty good. I'm not disappointed that we at least paid the debt that we said we were going to pay, but I am a little upset that we weren't able to apply any additional. So that is a little discouraging, or disappointing, not necessarily discouraging. But first of all, if you have any questions about how I'm budgeting, what I'm budgeting, or why, please be sure to list those in the comment section below. And if you or anyone you know is also on a debt-free journey and you feel like you will be informed and inspired by following my journey, and you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and sharing my channel with others who may also be on a journey that is similar. I really appreciate you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. I have to go because I have a 2 o'clock appointment. Bye for now.